Y'all, happy Monday. Come on in here, we got to talk, okay? Happy Monday, y'all. It's been a Monday. Like, I can definitely say this Monday is Mondaying, okay? It's been one of those Mondays because the kids woke up with a fever today, and that's never easy. Okay, both of them. Then, so Raheem, I have twins, and then my two older kids. So Raheem has had a fever since yesterday, and he was really hot this morning. So we were like, okay, no, we got to take him to the doctor. Then before Safi, my middle, goes to school, she's like, I'm getting a sore throat too and a fever. I'm like, oh, Lord. So, we sent her to school, though, because it was only a half day. And so then by the time school is over, my other twin, Rahima, the 4-year-old, the teacher calls us talking about, yeah, she's really hot and she has a headache. I'm like, oh my God. And it's like it gets all the kids at one time. So today's been a Monday. I've had to drink a couple glasses of tea, but we're good. So I have some things I want to talk to y'all about today. Let me just pin this comment. I'm so excited. It's going to be an amazing week. I just love y'all. Thank you so much. They are going to feel better. We got them some medicine. They took a COVID test and it wasn't COVID. So, thank God, okay? Because I don't know what's going on in the States, but I heard that COVID was trying to come back, and I'm like, oh no. They're back to scheming because we do not have time for another pandemic. It's too much. So y'all stay safe out there, drink your water, drink your tea, and let's talk about changing your environment. I felt called to really speak on this today for y'all's More Money Monday because we are sometimes conditioned to staying in the same place, doing the same thing because we think that, or we're afraid, right, of the fact that if we move or if we do new things or go to new places or meet new people or try new habits, that it isn't going to work. We get stuck in a season of being comfortable. I want you to comment me in the chat if you feel like you're pretty comfortable in your day-to-day life, as in you pretty much do the same thing every day. Comment me in the chat. And I'm going to say me too, because there are definitely some areas in my life where I'm comfortable, right? I'm doing the same thing every day, even though it may not be the best habit. But when I think about the fact that it's now been 51 days that I've been in Senegal, 51. Okay, it'll be almost 2 months. And, it's been hard. It's been amazing, but the hardest things have been that I've really had to come to reality and face some of the habits that I have had that may not be serving me. Right? So now that I'm in this new environment, completely new country, new apartment, new home, new neighborhood, new lifestyle, new everything. Now I'm looking at my own self like, well, now I'm in this new place. Why am I still doing some of the same old things? Why am I still procrastinating? Why am I still sometimes waking up late? Why am I still not exercising every day like I know I need to? And so what I want you guys to understand is that you have to push yourself to change your environment if you want to change your income, if you want to change your results, if you want to change the people that you talk to, if you want to change how you are, what you look like, the money that you have, the success that you have. And so it made me think back to when I started my business back living at my mom's house in 2020. I didn't have any money. I had just gotten a car that my mom helped me buy in cash from a Facebook Marketplace ad, okay? My little Audi, her name is Nubia. And I was realizing that every day I was getting up to work on my business at my mom's house. I was making progress, but it wasn't enough. And you may be making progress in your business. You may be making progress in your life. You might be making progress towards your goals. But if you're ultimately seeing the same environment, the same people, they're making the same choices, they're stuck in the same place, there's only in the same place, making the same choices in the same environment, there's only so far you can move when you're surrounded by people and an environment that hasn't really changed. So I used to go and drive to the other side of town to the Starbucks in Beverly Hills. And if you're from LA, you know that Inglewood, which is where my mom lives, South Central LA, Manchester and Western, and Beverly Hills are like 40 minutes apart. But I had to decide while my kids were at daycare, right, at the subsidized daycare, I was going to use the 3 to 4 hours that I had to go sit in a different environment, see different cars, see different apartments, see different people walking on the street, overhear different conversations. I want you to think about something. If you feel like you don't know how to find a different environment, if you feel like you don't know how to change your habits, if you feel like you don't know where to find successful people to network with, don't even worry about that. Start by going to other neighborhoods that have a higher income and are more expensive than where you live, and sit down at a Starbucks or a coffee shop. The types of conversations you will hear, the types of business deals you will overhear, the types of questions that you will hear being asked as well as hear being answered, the type of clothing you will see people walk in with, the type of work ethic that you will see people have, it will change you. It will change you. So I did that for, I don't know, maybe a month, right? Not a super long time, because at a certain point it was like, all right, this is far, gas is expensive. But I did that for about a month, and I will not forget all of the different people that I saw come through. That is the first step that you can take in changing your environment. If you are somewhere and you are not happy with the results you're having, you feel like something is holding you back, you feel like you're not quite getting the results that you should be getting, the first step that you need to take is to change the conversations you're having on a daily basis. One of the goals that I have for you is to have at least one 6 to 7 figure conversation per day. Now, this does not mean that you need to be going and talking to a millionaire, but you can be having conversations as a 6 and 7 figure earner even before you become a 6 and 7 figure earner. So what does that mean? I need you to think about who is someone that you know in your life, whether they're a friend, family member, or maybe someone that you just meet here on Instagram or through Facebook or on Eventbrite, that you can have a conversation with about business, that you can ask questions to, or you both try to go figure out the answer together. That is a 6 or 7 figure conversation. That is a conversation that is going to move you further. Now, this doesn't mean that you cannot also kiki with your girlfriends and all of that, but we have to have balance. If we spend a majority of our days, weeks, and months having conversations that don't lead us to think about business, money, or how we are going to ultimately increase our income and build wealth, then this is why we find we're not moving forward. If you are looking up and you feel like you're still in the same place as you were in January, this is a sign that you need to change your environment. This is a sign that you need to change your habits. This is a sign that you need to maybe stop working where you are working and go to that coffee shop. Go sit in a different part of the house. Turn on something different when you're working. Instead of listening to music on the way to work in the car, turn on a podcast. Listen to an audiobook. Changing your environment is not just the physical manifestation of changing your environment, but it's also the habitual manifestation of changing your environment. Changing your environment means changing the food and words and music that you consume. Since living in Senegal, y'all, I really believe there is something in the food. There is something in the food in America. something that creates an addiction within us and that keeps us at a low vibration, right? Like Stormy says, these low vibrational plates keeps us at a low vibration and unable to be clear-minded so we can go after the goals that we want. The Chick-fil-A got chemicals. The McDonald's got chemicals. I even believe that the Chipotle, I was the one who was eating Chipotle 3 to 4 times a week. I love Chipotle. And I really feel like I went through a withdrawal. I really feel like coming to Senegal, those first 3 weeks were hard. And it made me start thinking, like, why am I thinking about food this much? Why am I missing a particular food this much? It's just food. But see, now you start to ask questions. You start to really think about it, like, why does this have an effect on me in that way? And I want you guys to think about when you indulge in a food that you really like, what happens after? You go lay down, you get tired, you want to take a nap, you go to sleep, right? You maybe couple it with a dessert, which makes you even more tired and not, we tend to see the food that we eat as a reward. We say, you know what? I deserve this because I've had a hard day. So I'm going to go treat myself to some McDonald's. I'm going to go treat myself to a honey bun. I'm going to go treat myself to an apple pie. I'm going to go treat myself to these things because we know deep down that it's probably not the best thing for us, but because it feeds that high, we say we're going to go and have it, and then we do. And it creates that temporary feeling of happiness, but it moves us away from productivity. So changing the food that you eat is also a part of changing your environment. And you can start small, right? Maybe it means drinking more water and less juice. Maybe it means putting the soda cans aside, putting the Coke, the Sprite, etc. aside, and let's replace that with some hot tea. I want you guys to think about and look at all of the habits that you currently have. And what does your current business bring in? What is your current bank account balance? What is your current personal credit score? What is your current weight, right? Look at all of your habits and also look at where are you currently when it comes to the goals that you want to achieve. So you can begin to ask yourself, well, if these are all the things I'm doing on a daily basis, and this is currently what I'm getting, this is currently how much I make, this is currently what my business is doing, this is currently, what sales I have, this is currently what job I have, then that leads us to be able to say, well, maybe if I change the habits, I'll be able to have a different outcome. If I change the environment, if I change the choices, if I change the things that I'm doing, then maybe my income will go up. My sales will go up. My business will have more growth. The job I have will be different. I'll get some different ideas. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down right now? Comment got it if you got it. Because, not only has being in Senegal been completely different by the fact that it's a different continent, right? But it has also made me really look at what does it mean to be separated from, your natural, where you were born, right? It makes you realize that there is so much more to life than what we are currently shown where we live. There's so much more to life, and you can have success anywhere. You can have success anywhere. There is a thought and there is a misperception and a misconception that the only way to make money and the only way to be successful is to live in the U.S. And look at all of the immigrants that we currently have going to the U.S. And yes, there is a lot you can do there, but still, you have to put yourself in a situation where you are committed to changing your environment, because no matter where you are, when you have different habits, when you decide to make different choices, when you decide to do different things, you are going to have the results that you want. You are going to have the results that you want. And that is why you have to take that first step. I posted something yesterday, you guys, about replacing people, things, and etc. in your life. And that really ties into what came to my mind today, which is to talk to you all about changing your environment. Because we tend to be so comfortable with allowing these emotional connections to people, places, and things that we know don't really serve us anymore. But because of the fact that we already have this emotional connection to it, we don't want to let it go and see that something else better is out there. Let me tell you something. Whatever is in your life, if it is currently draining you, and y'all know this feeling, if you do not feel uplifted, excited, hopeful, joyous around this person, this place, or this thing, they need to go. Somebody comment in the chat, it has to go. It has to go. Because God doesn't operate in those feelings. When things are sent by God, they automatically come with a feeling of hope. It doesn't mean that God doesn't send us challenges, right? But when a person, a place, or a thing is sent to actually help you get to the next level, it's going to be accompanied by joy. It's going to be accompanied by a feeling of hope, a feeling of excitement, a feeling of I can do this, a feeling of love, a feeling of safety. If you are not feeling safe and calm and having the ability to think clearly and come up with new ideas around the people you see or talk to the most, in the places where you are the most, in the foods that you eat the most, in the music that you consume the most, if you are not feeling that, it is not sent by God and it has to go. And that's a hard thing. Sometimes changing your environment is getting a divorce. That was my first change. When I got divorced in 2020 and had to move back home, it was extremely hard. But I also recognized that the feeling I was having while still being married to my ex, who was abusive and just all the things, that was not sent by God. Because God is not going to create you to send you here to suffer. And so whatever you are currently dealing with, or whoever you are dealing with, wherever you are dealing with it, and whatever you are consuming that is leading to you dealing with more of that, God did not send you here to suffer. God did not send you here to be somebody's punching bag. God did not send you here to be in an area that you don't feel connected to. One thing that it says in the Quran is God made this entire earth for you. So if you are living somewhere that is not serving your needs, that is not making you feel closer and connected to your destiny, you need to move. And that's roughly what it says in the Quran, right? And so what that really means is, and what y'all should take that to mean, is that applies to all things, not just your actual location, but the people, places, things, habits, everything that you are currently consuming and doing. If it is not serving you, if you are not getting the results that you need to move. Because this whole earth is created for you. All of it. Not just a part of it. All of it. And, the worst thing I would want you all to do is spend your time comparing yourself to people, places, things, because of the fact that you are just in an environment that is not helping you grow. And you know what just came to me right now? When a flower doesn't bloom, do we question the flower or do we question the soil? When a flower doesn't bloom, do we question the flower or do we question the soil? So I want you to ask yourself, is it me or is it my soil? And I can definitely help you answer that question right now. It's not you. It's the soil. So when you find that you are not able to make the things you want to make happen, first start by looking at the environment around you, the soil, the people, the places, the things, the music. Because what that will do is diminish your ability as a flower to bloom. So now, because the soil is corrupted, the flower's ability to do what it is destined to do is also corrupted. And this is the relationship between your habits and your environment. This is the relationship between your destiny and your environment. Your destiny may be getting cut. Your destiny may be affected by the fact that the soil you are in is not serving you. The goals you have are not being achieved because of the fact that the soil you are in is holding you back. And I'm really telling myself, like, girl, you right. You are right. And this is why I need to exercise every day. Because, it's cute and all to gain a little happy weight with my man. But I'm like, no, Ellie. Your destiny, okay, to be a 4-pack, baddie is being affected by your soil, which is the fact that you don't want to go downstairs to the gym. And y'all, I have a gym downstairs in this apartment. Like, it's downstairs. It's one level down. So my destiny is being affected by my soil too. So I need to get it together, because I definitely know I can find 30 minutes a day to go get this together, so I can at least, get a little 4-pack. I'm not asking for much. A 6-pack is a lot. I got 4 kids, but a 4-pack, we can do it. You know what I'm saying? We can do a little 4-pack. No. I'm not about to corrupt my destiny by the fact that I can't get this soil together. And so you shouldn't either. You should not either. I love the fact that just came to my mind. I don't even know how it came to my mind, but it did. When a flower doesn't grow, we do not question the flower. We question the soil. Because a flower is going to do what it's meant to do. And you, the child of God that you are sent here to do what you are meant to do. But one thing God cannot do is pull us up out of our environment by the top of our head and move us somewhere else. What God gives us is signs, choices, intuition, our feelings, and that is his way of telling you, you're in the wrong place, you need to move. Have y'all ever been with people and you just can't keep money in your pocket? Have y'all ever been with people and you just, something's always going on? You always got a flat tire. Something is going on. It's just like, it's always a problem. You've been around a certain person. You just notice every time I hang out with you, something's going on. It's a problem. Or you got a problem. Or you mad about something. Or we end up talking about somebody. Or I break my nail. Or I lose my phone. These are signs. These are signs. And the same thing as a sign is when you are consistently working towards a goal, which is your business, a job, passive income, whatever it is, and it's consistently not working. This is a sign. God is telling you, change your efforts, change your environments, remove this, let go of this. If you change the ingredients that you are putting in, you will end up with a different result. These are all signs. You see, so much of the time when things don't work out in our way, we assume that it's not meant for us. We start to doubt ourselves. We start to compare ourselves to other people. We start to think, well, maybe this isn't what God wants for me. But we have to have discernment, right? We have to have discernment. It's not that God is telling you, you're not good enough for this. This is not what I want for you. And you should be comparing yourself to other people. What God might be telling you is the way that you're going about this is not the way I want for you. Your path is different than someone else's path. Someone else might be in your environment and that is their soil. Their flower is blooming in that soil because that is their soil. But someone else's path, someone else's journey, someone else's environment is not yours. And so you who want to have a 6 and 7 figure business, the fact that it hasn't happened yet isn't because God is saying you're not meant to make this money. It's because God is telling you the way that you're trying to do it, the environment you're trying to do it in, the people that you're around, the habits that you have are not the ones I want you to have. These are not the people I want you to be with. This is not the environment I want you to be in. This is not the way I want you to take. And when we have discernment and realize that, and we change the habits, and we change the perspective, and we change the people, and we change the environment, then we start to see the results. My path is very different from even the friends that I have than their path. Does that mean any one soil is better than another? Anyone's environment is better than another? No. But I have to make decisions according to what is best for me and my environment, just like they have to make decisions according to what is best for them and their environment. And you have to do the same for you. This is why you cannot allow people to keep you in the same place, because one thing is for sure, someone who really truly wants to see you grow and really truly cares and loves you and really truly is sent by God to be with you on your path to success. Whether you decide and say, you know what, I got to take 6 months. I love you, but I can't get on the phone. I'm moving. I'm not really doing this anymore. I'm going vegan, right? I'm only focusing on my business. They'll say, okay, I'll see you in 6 months. I'm proud of you. You got this. Someone who is not sent by God is going to have a problem. Well, why? You changed. Oh, so you think, why you acting like that? Oh, really? Oh, so it's like that? Oh, y'all. When we get asked that question, oh, so it's like that. If somebody asks you that question, just know they are not sent for you by God. Because someone who's saying, oh, so it's like that, is someone who wants you to stay in the same soil and environment because that's where they are and are not supportive of you changing. Because let me tell you something. When you have a bouquet of flowers, they all look beautiful together. So even if you as an individual need to go and bloom somewhere else, and your friend or family member or whoever as an individual needs to be where they are in order to bloom, if the two of you are sent by God and destined to actually be in each other's life, and that person wants to support you, you guys are going to be able to bloom together no matter what. You guys are both going to be able to have beauty no matter what. One is not overshining the other. Each of you have success, beauty, destiny in your own way. But someone who doesn't want to see you actually win and succeed, they're going to hit you with, oh, so it's like that. Oh, wow. Really? You different now. Oh, so you got a little Instagram. You think you famous? Don't let these people tear you down. Don't let it happen. Remember what we talked about here on this live today. If somebody says that to you, ding, 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 ring the alarm, that's a key word. And you just take note. Oh, yeah, it is like that. Yeah, no. I think instead of doing that, I'm going to go do a little work on my business. But I'll definitely see you later. And if they're happy for you, great. If they hit you with the, oh, it's like that, yes, it is like that. It is. Bye. It's like that. Bye. I'm going to need y'all. You know what I'm saying? Do not, because you know what it is, right? There's a people pleaser in a lot of us. And the people pleaser in us will want to not make a friend, family member, or a certain person in our life upset. And so you think about it, you're sacrificing what is your destiny because you don't want to give someone a temporary inconvenience of telling them no. So instead of telling them no, you tell yourself no. That's what people pleasing is. That's what I did for almost 8 years in my marriage. Instead of me honoring myself and telling him no, I decided to dishonor myself and tell myself no. So every time you do something that you don't want to do, every time you make a decision to hang out instead of work on your business because you don't want such and such to be upset or feel a type of way, you're favoring their feelings over your destiny. You're favoring their feelings over your fortune. Every time you decide to stay in the same environment because it's comfortable, because you don't know what people are going to think about you, because you're afraid to fail, because you're afraid of what it's going to look like, you're favoring their feelings over your fortune. And one thing about God is, whoever is supposed to be in your life is going to get there. That's how it's going to work. And so if you decide to honor your yes, and you find that people start to fall away by the wayside, let me tell you something, sis, you're going to be okay. You are going to be more than okay. It is all going to work out. You changing your environment, whether that's your habits, people, or actually where you live, is the best thing that you can do. Get out of that habitual cycle you are in and get into a new one so that you can see different results. If you don't believe me, try it for 30 days. Go sit at a coffee shop in the richest part of the neighborhood, in the richest part of your town. Go sit there for an hour or two. Start to realize and look at the books that are being held. Listen to the conversations. You're going to see how differently you feel, and you're going to realize that that is where you want to be. And that is where you are meant to be, because there is a different energy and vibration when you are around people who are sitting in a coffee shop who have 6 and 7 figures in their bank account. And so if you want to have 6 and 7 figures in your bank account, it would make sense that you need to align yourself with the habits, environment, choices, and etc. of people who are already doing it. Am I right or am I right? Drop a gem in the chat if that's making sense. I really hope y'all are picking up what I'm putting down, because, changing your environment doesn't mean you got to go all the way to Senegal like me. I did this because I felt like, you know what? I need to receive something from God. God is telling me I need to be here. And so I'm here, and I've been receiving a lot, and I know that more is coming. Sometimes God cannot get you the information that you need because the distractions around you are too loud. Here, I have no distractions. I don't cook. I don't clean. I don't do laundry. I don't drive. I am in a complete state of being able to just sit here, work on my business, and listen. You need to find time in your day where you can be in a different environment. No music, no Chick-fil-A, no honey buns, no apple pie, nothing that is going to affect your ability to sit and listen and download and process. Because the strategies you're needing for your business, and the confidence you're needing for your business, and the clarity you're needing for your business, sometimes it can't find its way to you because there's way too many things going on. God is trying to get in your ear, but you got, who's the artist nowadays? Drake. I don't know who we got in our ears. We got, who else do y'all like? We got Rick Ross. I don't listen to rap anymore. We got, what's the other one? What's his name? Playboy Cardi or something. God is like, I'm trying to get in this girl ear, but the Drake is too loud. The shade room is too loud. You and your girl kikiing on the phone about somebody's man is too loud. that man who not doing nothing for you, it's too loud. Sis, like, it's too loud, and I really love y'all, but it's just too loud. God is like, okay, so I'm gonna just wait here because maybe she'll pause the song. So we just gonna wait here. And you know, my little brother asked me to buy him some Playboy Cardi tickets. And so I looked up the artist and I listened to, you know, a couple minutes of a song on YouTube. And I was like, listen, little brother, love you, but I'm not about to buy you a $250 ticket to be in the mosh pit with somebody who talks about what he's talking about. You're 15. I love you way too much for you to already be putting, you know, things over your ears that don't allow truth and like wisdom to get through. So, you know, I can give you $250 worth of audiobooks. Like, am I an annoying big sister? He was a little bit upset, but I feel like it's my responsibility. You know, I love my little brother. I will give gifts to everybody in my family. But if I feel like it doesn't serve you, if I feel like it's going to mess up your potential and cause you some distractions, no. Let's go somewhere else. Get somebody else to do it. Okay, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. I don't know if y'all agree with me or not, but I felt like, no. You're not going to listen to that. If you find a way to get the money by doing some car washes, cool. But I'm not going to sit and be a part of this. Little bro. You know, I don't know. Y'all agree with me? Because I'm like, I read one rap lyric from Playboy Cardi and I was like, oh yeah, no, not, nah. Because, okay. So yeah, God is like, I'm trying to get the message to you, but you don't want to turn the music down. So, you know, let's really use this as an opportunity, right? Today is September 25th. Yes, it's the 25th. So we've got September to October, October to November, 2 November, December. We got 3 months, roughly. 3 months and some change until the end of the year. It only takes 21 days to build a new habit. 21. So if you were to start right now, 21 days, 1, 2, 3, that would put you right at the middle of October. The middle of October, you would have new habits, new thoughts, new ideas, new clarity, and a new ability to go after the business and idea that you want because of the fact that you decided to start today and just build one new habit. I'm not telling you go change everything all at the same time because it does take time. Give yourself grace. However, do not continue to stay in the same motion that you're in and then wonder why you are not getting the results that you desire. I'm going to say it again. We do not question the flower when it doesn't bloom. We question the soil. What are you putting into your soil? What is currently in your soil? Let's change at least one habit. If that means we decide we're going to go downstairs to the gym every day, if that means we decide we're going to have a conversation with someone about business, we're going to listen to a podcast instead of music, we're going to shift over and decide to meditate for 20 minutes a day. Create one new habit and see what that ends up doing in terms of creating a different environment and lifestyle and income and choices for you. And then we go from there. So speaking of environments, okay, and changing your environment and having more, this Thursday I'm teaching a free real estate business funding and real estate. So we'll be going over how to buy real estate in your business name, how to leverage your business funding to do it. Y'all know I want y'all to be wealthy. You know what I'm saying? I don't just want you to get money. I want you to like really build wealth. So that's exactly what we'll be talking about this Thursday. It is all a part of my fully funded challenge, which is coming up in less than 30 days. So one thing I want you guys to do before we head off of this live, Because I done got on y'all enough today. So I'm going to give you a little break, okay? You know, we had a good, honest talk. So one thing I want you to do before you head off, let me go ahead and refresh the screen. I want you to secure your seat to class on Thursday. It is a free masterclass on business funding and real estate. But one thing you should do is add on the prep kit. So once you join and sign up for class, you'll see the option to add on the fully funded prep kit, which comes with the course, workbook, business plan template, and projections formula that you'll need to get more funding. It's only $37 for all four. So go ahead and add that on so then you can be ready for class, okay? So how you guys will get there, I was trying to show you on my computer, but it's being kind of janky. You're just gonna go to the first link in my bio. It'll say free business funding and real estate class, and it's Thursday at 7 Eastern. Okay, now if y'all been in a class with me, you know we have a time, and it's great information. You're gonna walk away with so much. So definitely secure your seat to that. I just wanna remind you again, it is not you, it is the soil. So let's make a commitment to change some habits. Let's make a commitment to change our environment, to change our conversations. Come to this class. That's a great way to start making a change. Instead of using your 7 p.m. Eastern on a Thursday night to scroll TikTok and Instagram, let's use that time to come to class and learn something that can actually push you forward in your life. That's what I want for you, okay? All right, y'all. So first link in bio, secure your seats. Love y'all, and I will see you guys in class on Thursday.